Well, anyone that knows me knows we've got a few 520s lying around the place and etc. There's a few more, but time to start moving them on, as in time to start putting them somewhere better than my shelf. So this one is a TS520s, and it's pretty clean actually, this one. Cases nice and clean. Does have its side cover, which sometimes they're becoming a little bit few and far between. And receiver's working really nice. Transmitter's getting its 100 plus watts out, which is good. Not sure there's much on at the moment. Just having a bit of a listen around. It's a bit quiet, isn't it? Just when you want someone to make some noise, there's never anyone talking. Really? That's a, oh goodness. Anyway, let's a bit of Japanese station there. We're just out in the American barn, so of course the little whip antenna needs to get some improvement. We've actually got a 40 metre antenna that's going up. It's a horizontal dipole, which will be good for, well, strangely 40 metres. So we'll get that up very, very soon. But just moving off frequency a bit here. Just wish there was someone a bit strong, but the DX is just not. Oh.
Charlie Alpha, CQDX, hello, thank you, CQ40, CQDX, YJ0 Charlie Alpha.
Now that is a
Canada, America, CQDX, and standing by.
Very interesting station, and I don't think he'd hear us on this small antenna, but let's give it a go.
Hello, CQ, CQDX, hello, CQ.
I'll tell you who this guy is in a minute.
YJ0 Charlie Alpha, Yankee Japan 0 Canada, America.
I don't know if he's going to hear us though. 1, 2. Cool. Don't even think we're tuned up 100%. I'll just have to triple check that. Let me just put this on pause for a second.
Yankee Japan 0 Canada, Hotel Romeo Italy.
Now, by the time I got tuned up, good old Chris here, he's a good mate of mine. He's up in, well, as you can hear, Port Vila. And someone's putting some noise. No, actually, I think it's just that rubbish noise that comes across. Now, a lot of you wouldn't remember Chris, because I'll just turn that down a little bit, because Chris doesn't sort of blow his own trumpet at all. But let me tell you, YJ0CA, the CA is in no ways or means just a coincidence. YJ0CA actually stands for YJ0 Chris Ayres. And Chris Ayres was the Yaesu man, the absolute, there he goes, the man who really kept Yaesu coming into this country. And I've got to be honest with you, he was like a god to me when I was a teenager, because he just kept on sending me brochures, Yaesu brochures and bits and pieces, price lists, and nothing was too hard for him to do for me, which was fantastic when you're, 13, 14 years old. But he's coming in pretty well. I'll just take a pause. Okay, sorry about that, back again. Just a slight interruption, but so this is Chris Ayres, and he's talking to a ZL who's actually a YJ as well, which is fantastic. And Chris will get a laugh out of this this old beast, this old Kenwood 520s. Hearing him, especially when he's the ex-Yaesu man, and I mean that, he really did a lot for getting Yaesu distribution happening here in Australia with Dick Smith. He was really the number 2 man in so many areas that as far as amateur radio was concerned. Dick might have been the number 1 man, but behind the scenes was Chris Ayres making it all happen. And I think Dick might have taken a fair bit of credit for a lot of Chris's hard work, but that's the deal, isn't it? You own a company, and you have employees, and sometimes all the credit doesn't flow through. So hopefully this video is just at least giving you a bit of an idea that there was just so much that Chris did. Anyway, back to this 520. I got a bit sidetracked because of hearing Chris's signal with the band at the moment. I just didn't think it was going to be that good. I'd love to be able to get through to him, but I don't know if we would on this whip that's on the side. Anyway, bit of a look at the condition. As you can see, as an example, here's one that's in bad condition. You can see the top, and then you can see the top. See the difference in how the condition varies so much? There's not much silver left on there, it's all gone. And this one here is actually very nice. So, same with the cases and bits, but we were going through that before. As much as I hate to do this, I'm probably going to have to go to dummy load just so I can... geez, we need to clean that VFO there. It's got a bit of rubbish on it, isn't it? Jeez. You know, that's nasty. Sorry. Bit of spit. I'll give that a proper clean. It's been sitting on the shelf a long time. Geez, I tell you what.
BQD YJ0CA. Wow, that's certainly.
I mean, this is about getting rid of a radio. But the truth is, this is why I get sidetracked, because when, you know, a whip on the side of a garage, or American barn in this case, can, you know, hear these guys so well, it just shows you don't need the big antennas. And, you know, this is just a vertical sitting on the side of the barn here, and look at that. I mean, anyway. All right, well, now I'm going to come off live air for a minute. Gee, it's a bit more boring, isn't it, when you just come up to a watt meter. About 115 watts there, just on carrier into the dummy load. If I go over to hello 1 2, hello. Yeah, 100 watts on the whistle. Now, that's right, I forgot. These had a processor as well, so let's just see what that does. 1 2 3 4 5. Hello 1 2. Oh yeah, it definitely picks that peak up a little bit. So that's quite neat. All right. Well, look, I just wanted to sort of show that there was a bit of power there. But let's just go back to Chris Ayres, because this is boring, isn't it? Seriously, I think listening to a receiver is much better than watching a watt meter. G'day Chris, it's VK3 Charlie Mike. I'm American Barn Portable, which means I've got a whip on the side of the shed, just running off an old TS520. So not theoretically completely portable. Anyway, Chris says Brenton, Boston Radio Echo, November Tango Oscar November, Brenton, VK3 Charlie Mike. Wonder how you're copying off this mobile whip. Go ahead.
VK3 Charlie Mike, YJ0CA. Yeah, Brendan, hearing you quite easily. You're sort of S9 plus a little bit, so...
You're kidding.
To copy over the noise, background noise is sort of about 7.
No amplifier, see? No?
So easily copied. And not quite mobile, okay, with a mobile whip. So what's the antenna actually running against? Is it actually on the shed, or are you using some radial data?
Yeah, you're correct. It's just coming off the shed. It's a... what are they? The old... Comet whips. I think it is one of the 40 meters. Not the Comets. No, I've got it wrong. I'll get it right in a minute. I just can't remember the brand. But it was just something that was sitting around the shed, and I wanted another antenna just to hook into. And it was really just meant to be a test antenna. Well, it's certainly testing right now. It's going well. But actually, Chris, I hope you don't mind. I'm just capturing a little bit of your signal on this whip on video. Just to, I hope I'll send you the link to it. To have a look at. You'll be amazed how strong you're coming into this whip. It is unbelievable. You're incredibly strong. YJ0CA, VK3 Charlie Mike.
Oh, that's great. VK3 Charlie Mike, YJ0CA. Yeah, pity about my voice with a bit of a cold, but I'm glad that you're able to hear me well. You're peaking about 10 dB overnight, Brendan, so it's a great strong signal. If it's one of those helically round ones, is it perhaps one of the mobile one antennas, Brendan?
That's what it is. You're dead right, 100%, because I've got the 80, 40 and the 20 metre mobile one. You know what? Oh, gee, I don't think I would have got it, Chris. I'm glad I've got you by my side. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm sort of a little bit biased, because I think when I was at Dick Smith, we had them for decades and decades. So
told you he's from Dick Smith.
Really clearly, Brendan, over.
I thought you might have, absolutely thought you might have. I'm just going to close off this video and say 73s to everybody on this video, and they've put up with me playing around with this radio for 9.5 minutes, so 73s to the guys on the video.